Hi Legends, today I'm very excited to share with you this build that actually changed my opinion when it comes to Demon Hunter Summons build. Now it is Inferno 6 and we actually got a new ancestor that is called the Eyeless Watch. We're gonna go over through it, but I'm just gonna let you know that you need these Inferno 6 ancestors if you want to make this work. So let's go into the skills very quickly. We are using the Sentry, Knife Trap, Strafe, and also the Deadly Swing is gonna be our only escape. Then here on the ancestors, we are using the Eyeless Watch that pretty much is gonna make that now our sentry is gonna be like this huge sentry rope that is gonna drag the enemies, and if they leave this area here, they actually gonna get stunned. So adds a bit of CC inside the Battlegrounds. It is extremely powerful and personally I just love to use it. Then the other one, it is the Hell Trapper Cage. The Knife Trap, it is gonna increase the damage by 90%. We are using the Maiming Echo that now the Dive Trap is gonna, if attacks the same target, it's gonna increase the damage up to 45%. This is actually huge. The Fire Piper, this one, it is gonna make that now your Knife Trap is gonna summon these moving traps and will automatically start attacking nearby enemies. We are always talking about like these kind of like moving shurikens. It reminds me of like those robot battles that I used to see like back in the day in the 90s. Very cool. I love that. Then we have here the Unrelenting Favor. It's gonna increase the duration of our strafe. We are using the Watcher Salvation that is gonna make that our sentry maximum number to activate is increased by 1, and also the maximum charges increase by 1. So what does it mean? It means that now pretty much you're gonna have here 2 sentries and you're gonna be able to use 2 sentries at a time. I can put 1 sentry here and I can put another sentry here. It is very good, and you can actually pretty much just block with a lot of CC. For the offense, we are using here Farmer. This one's gonna make that our strafe is gonna summon like a spinning shadow, and this one, the Hellbinder, is gonna make that our explosive virus is gonna burn the enemy. But if you don't want to use this offense, you can actually go and switch your Hellbinder. In case you don't use a lot of primary attacks, you can replace this one with the Fated Scorpion, that now your sentries can actually start creating some small explosions whenever they get destroyed and stun the enemies by 2 seconds. So if we go here and we put our sentry and then we just wait a bit, you're gonna see that it's gonna create a nice explosion, and also it's gonna create like this stun on the target. It's up to you. You can use both of these ancestors. They both work. Personally, usually I like to go with a bit more extra damage, like when it comes like to the explosion arrow to add the burning, but if not, you can also go with this one. Regarding here the set items, we are using the 4 pieces augments, and also we are using the 4 pieces grace. Why this is good? Because the 2 pieces augment is going to increase the burning effect by 30%, and also it has a 15% chance of adding an extra burning effect. This is very important because you're going to see that during all this build we are using a dot based build, so we're going to be hitting the target like multiple times. So every time damage over time attacks the target is actually going to have a chance to apply another burning effect, and every time or every 5 times we attack the target, we actually gonna have an additional damage coming to the target. Very powerful. These together here with the legendary gems. We are using the Colossus engine for skill damage, but it's not really for the skill damage. It's mainly so we have a bit more mobility. We can run around, and it's also the immunity knockback is very good for PvP. The Pain Clasp, every time we have a damage over time, increase our damage to the target. Viper's Bite, increase the poison. Then we have the Bloodsoaked Jade, movement speed. Then we have here Everlasting Torment, another damage over time on the target every time we crit. Crimson Behelit for us to have here an extra like damage reduction. The fear, the CC is really good. I love to use it, but if not in this specific build, you can actually put like a Sweeping Bile, an extra dot if you have. Then the Rotting Consequence for the crit and the burning effect, and the Mother's Lament for the extra crit. So this works extremely well, and all you want to do is pretty much just like put that trap, and then you put your knife traps, and you put like your strafes, and I'm gonna also show you how it performs, but it performs extremely well. Now here for the Paragon, we are using the Gladiator with the Cheat Dead, a Grizzly Veteran, overpowered, to the victory, swiftly strikes, and last but not least, we are also using here the death release. Very, very strong. Here on the Warband room, we're gonna go obviously with the protector, because whenever you are with the protector, you're gonna be your size is gonna increase. You're just gonna become bigger. You're gonna be able to just kite like way easier. Like if you see now, my character is gonna be slightly bigger, and it's gonna be like quite easier for me to just go around and move. We also can use these movement speed. Very, very important to try to get always your movement speed, your passive movement speed up to like 20%, because otherwise if you get caught pretty much with this build, even though you have a dash, you just gonna die. Here on the Reforge sets, we are going damage to loss of control, damage to players, beneficial effect durations, and here, if you can, try to have damage taken by players is reduced, but if not, you can also take damage taken while suffering loss of control, it is decreased. This works very, very nicely. You can also go, for example, here with something like this, with damage to shield, damage to players, beneficial effect duration, damage taken suffering loss of control, and damage taken from players is reduced, and you activate the jolt. The jolt is also very, very important. Now here, one of the most important things in these builds are the tortured curse properties. This property, if you can, you put 6 pieces. That pretty much every time you use a dash skill, you're gonna leave this fire, and this fire is gonna immobilize the target. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna leave this fire, and if the target was on top of this, it just cannot move. It is way easier for you to go and kite, and personally I like it a lot. Like I think like it works extremely well. So with this out of the way, let me show you how this build actually performs inside PvP, inside the game. Personally, I never like really liked what is happening in the game. Personally, I never like really liked to play with the summons, because I always felt that they were how can I say, they were like quite useless. But this build, it is actually incredible when it comes to the new map. The new map, it is shorter, so you don't have like these long lanes. So one of like the worst things regarding the summons Demon Hunter is like with the long lanes, it gives a lot of space for these tempests and like these wizards and all these things to try to catch you on. And because you only have 2 deadly swings, there isn't like a lot that you can do personally. If you use like 1 or twice, then you don't have much more escape, and you're just gonna die, or you get stunned and you're gonna die. So I always felt like it was slightly clunky, but now we have, not only we have escape, we also have the sentry trap, which can, you know, do that extra slow and also make them stuck, and they cannot move from that, and if they try to move, they also get stunned, and it just like works way better. This is definitely a big improvement when it comes to the summoners build, that it works very, very well. There is also other versions a bit more defensive with the escape. I also tried those ones, but I felt like I was not outputting a lot of damage. I felt like I was just like going like so defensive that my summons were not doing anything. I was not actually being like the support that I should be. So let's go here into the new map. This new map is actually being quite interesting, because like different builds in different classes work better or worse depending on it. Definitely Crusaders, Necromancers, and Wizards are pretty much like dominating this meta. So what I try to do on this one, I try to go like a bit more aggressive, and as you can see, I just go here, I put my knife traps. Oh, and you see, ooh, we got here a big boy. So I'm gonna try to it's just gonna try to farm me. All right, can I go? Can I go? Oh my god, is always, Jesus Christ. Okay, man, okay. But you know, it's actually good like whenever this happens as a low resonance, because if you have like these big whales and they are like just going on you and leaving everyone behind, it's actually like really good for the team, because like you are like 1000 resonance and that guy is like probably what, like 4,000 resonance. So we go here, we try to maintain like the distance, and we just try to drop our summons like near the place to that most likely they are gonna be. So we have here the boss, but I just want to try to control them here. Actually, it's very good, like if you put them around here. All right, see, they got grabbed, and if he tries to move away, he just can't. He's just stuck. It's so freaking good. It's actually, in my opinion, I'm not gonna say It is OP, but it is definitely a very, very strong... Oh, golem, golem, golem! I cannot move, I cannot move. Okay, 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 dude. Okay, there it is, boy. I mean, this guy must be a fan, man. He must be a fan, like he loves me. No, but obviously, Tempest, they are doing their job. The job is like to go into the back line and try to get us. So go here. We have to try to push them a bit behind. I'm gonna put deer. So as you can see, we got here 2 stuns on the side. I'm gonna try to go here. Try to keep like the pressure on is always like very important. Let's go here. I always like try to defend because I feel like if you just defend and you don't let them push, that's why at the start I just went and I rushed through the other like oops. No, let's go here. But as you can see, it is not gonna be a playstyle that applies to a lot of players, but it is definitely like very mobile friendly, I gotta say. The other build that I like to play, it is the strafe. It is the, you know, the double dash one that it works very well. It's already like very well known, and it probably is gonna be work like kind of better like if you are like, very high resonance, because you're just gonna have like multiple dash, multiple shields and all these things. There is a guy. Oh, he's not gonna come. I thought it was coming from me, but I guess like he's just having some fun. So this map, in my opinion, it is this one obviously it is not like the best showcase when it comes like to what the Manhunter can actually do, but just think of yourself like a support, man. Like you are a support to your whales. We have here the monkey. The monkey is after us. This is not good. Okay, and we won. So as long as you play around the idol, you try to use the sentry to put like some CC, you try to put the summons and then you can back off. You try to play around between the defense and the offense. You can use one sentry on one side and you can use the sentry on the other side. You can leave the strafe in the one summons and then run to the other side, leave the strafe there. Then you have like this possibility. As you can see, I got like the most assistance. A lot of times like with this build, you're not gonna be the actual carry, but you're just gonna add that extra damage that your team is gonna need, and you're gonna add some extra CC. So I really like to play this build. I hope you guys go to BG's, have some fun with this build, and well, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe and all this good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the live stream. Peace.